Hello, everyone. My name is Jacory D. Cheney. I am a cybersecurity student at Grand Canyon University. I am currently enrolled in Innovation and Security Frameworks, and today I'm going to be speaking to you about organization cybersecurity policy and executive summary. Creation and changes to standards. Cybersecurity professionals develop, modify, and evaluate standards. A technical committee is comprised of researchers and professionals. Preliminary studies are completed by the technical committee, which then drafts an outline for the new or updated standard. The creation of the standard has an agreement to create standard development concepts, draft development, review, approval, and standard publication. To create successful changes to the standards, it is important to locate the scope of the standard, understand the goal, increase collaboration, improve and expand on viewpoints that benefit the infrastructure's mission. Then a proper consensus can be developed, the standard can be reviewed and integrated into the organization. NIST Cybersecurity Framework. National Institute of Standards and Technology is a cybersecurity framework that I will be implementing within Polar Emergency and Police Communications Center. Proper steps to implement NIST is to identify, protect, detect, respond, and recover. PEPCC will also follow all regulatory standards that apply to the organization, TCIC and NCIC. NIST Cybersecurity Framework. PEPCC operates under NCIC, or the National Crime Information Center, which is a national criminal system that links crime in all 50 states. This system is monitored by the FBI's Criminal Justice Information Services Department. PEPCC is based in Texas, so TCIC, or Texas Crime Information Center, is another framework and regulation that all employees have access to. TCIC provides employees with information on stolen or recovered property, missing persons, wanted persons, protection orders, and threats to law enforcement and public safety in the state of Texas. Cybersecurity Lifecycle Framework and Methodologies. The cybersecurity lifecycle phases. The five functions of the cybersecurity framework is to identify, protect, detect, respond, and recover. These functions are outlined by the National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST. Cybersecurity methodologies consist of risk management, secure configuration, network security, managing user privileges, user education and awareness, incident management, malware prevention, monitoring removable media controls, remote working. This organization must also understand the cyber attack lifecycle, which consists of the reconnaissance, weaponization, delivery, exploitation, installation, command and control, and actions and objectives. Security policy and business objectives. PEPCC must ensure that we keep security at the forefront of this organization. Acceptable user policy for information systems will consist of complete role-based access control, two-factor authentication, password protection, and encryption methods. Physical security will consist of ID badge scanning, combination file cabinets, PIN code doors, and armed security guards. Due to the ease in which Internet of Things devices can be breached, PEPCC will have a strict mobile device policy. Firstly, employees shall not utilize their personal device to connect to the organization network. PEPCC will provide all employees with mobile devices to use while they are at the facility. To keep these devices and the organization networks secure, employees shall enable user authentication, use a strong password to access each application, use a PIN to access the device, keep the phone updated, avoid public Wi-Fi, utilize cloud backup, enable remote lock, and refrain from installing any unapproved applications. Organization's mission, Polar Emergency and Police Communications Center, aims to create a functional and healthy environment before, during, and after commotion. Social media acts as a goldmine or cybercriminal playground for cyber threat actors due to its abundance of confidential information. Employees are to be mindful not to post any negative comments or photographs that directly or indirectly affect the facility. Employees should also be aware not to post negative photos while presenting the PEPCC brand. There should be an intensive onboarding and offboarding process. The onboarding should ensure that a thorough background check should be completed on the potential job candidates. The offboarding process must ensure the exiting employee is optimistic about their experience at the organization regardless of their situation. All privileges and responsibilities shall be removed from the former employee immediately after their departure. Organization systems and network diagram. This network diagram shows the components within the organization. PEPCC will have physical and internal protection on all hardware and software. This is the network diagram continued, showing protection, risk assessment, business impact analysis, and BCP. The goal for most organizations is to maintain normal business operations. This can be completed by planning an effective response plan, distinguishing roles and responsibilities, positive communication, testing, and training. The organization should understand their risk. It may be helpful for the organization to develop a risk assessment matrix to evaluate the danger and disruption the organization may face. The risk assessment should include any form of disruption to the organization, including natural disasters, pandemics, mass shootings, cyber attacks, blackouts, loss of power, and insider threats. The goal of PEPCC is to continue normal business operation while maintaining confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Additionally, PEPCC must be prepared by backing up data and being able and ready to relocate. Laws, regulation, policy, frameworks, based standards. PEPCC will follow all laws and standard operating procedures and regulatory requirements. The organization will stay compliant when performing duties in NCIC and TCIC. Utilizing this software is for law enforcement and law enforcement duties only. All criminal history checks should only be completed to support a criminal investigation. Disseminating criminal history or any other confidential information to any person outside of the agency can lead to criminal punishment. Observing this information should only be completed for a criminal investigation and not for personal use. All policies and procedures should be followed to prevent the organization or employees from being civilly liable. Employees must follow all mobile device, Internet of Things device, computer, website, and response plan policies to prevent vulnerabilities and data breaches. Incident response and incident handling plan. The foundation of creating an incident handling plan is to establish a baseline that maximizes the resources that the organization utilizes. Organizations should effectively categorize and position elements by the level of importance to maximize the chances of business continuation. It is imperative that PEPCC understands its strengths, weaknesses, assets, and most important roles, most important hardware, software, application, servers, etc. We must ask ourselves, if we do not have this asset for a certain amount of time, can we still maintain normal business operations? Which asset will cost this organization the most amount of money if it is out of service, and which technology will be the most difficult to replace? What are the effects on the organization and the community if data from PEPCC got into the hands of a cyber threat actor? It is imperative to have a clear understanding on what constitutes normal so we can locate anomalies and other vulnerabilities. Cybersecurity awareness infographic. This infographic shows the risk implications of internet usage, web application security risk, and other mitigation techniques to minimize a data breach. This infographic details the risk and the mitigation techniques of the Internet of Things devices, data protection for intellectual property, internet use, mobile device, the OSWAP top 10 vulnerabilities, and web applications. Executive summary. Organizations must ensure that they have policies and standard operating procedures in place for all employees to follow. These policies and procedures should be adaptable to new cybersecurity standards based on current security events. The organization must align with NIST Cybersecurity framework to ensure the organization can maintain confidentiality, integrity, and availability. It must showcase a positive cybersecurity program while implementing methodologies and cybersecurity framework as well as the cybersecurity life cycle. The policies and procedures should support the business objectives while also minimizing civil liability for the infrastructure. The organization should conduct a risk assessment as well as a business impact analysis, which could lead to positive business continuity. There should always be a plan so that the organization can quickly respond to disruption. The organization should follow all laws, policies, and regulations, and they must also ensure that the employees abide by those same rules. Non-compliance consequences can cripple business and cause it to fail. The infrastructure should promote a positive incident response or incident handling plan. These plans should outline possible disruptions and disasters that the organization may face. Maintaining and embodying by policies will help the organization accomplish its mission. This is the Pole Emergency and Police Communications Center. Their badge, your safety is in great hands, and also their motto. These are references. Thank you so much for your time.